everyone. So this weekend I was at my crop with my base page stash up kit, my #1 kit that I made. And first off, I want to talk about where I went to crop. It was a place called Inspiration Bloom. It was beautiful. They had spa services where they brought people in. It was additional money to get those done. I got a mani and a pedi. They also did massages and facials, and it was just beautiful. They cooked us meals, and all the food was delicious. They served it family style, which made us get up, get away from our projects and just relax and then get those creative juices going again. I believe they're in 50 acres. We decided that we were going to take a walk after lunch one day. It was a beautiful weekend. It was awesome. So if you are near, it's around Toledo, Ohio, and you're looking for a place to crop, highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. It's family owned business and the family's just awesome. So, but on to my completed projects. I'm very happy with this. So some of these I had an idea of what I was going to do with the base pages. Some I did not have any idea whatsoever. So these first two I kind of knew what I wanted here, because this was for a prompt, a large photo prompt I wanted to do. So obviously here's my large photo. You don't have to do much with this. I put my title. I have the 3 embellishments. The one thing I did, well, I ripped my paper by accident, so I decided, I'm going to rough it up. And then this is a hexagon paper that came in one sheet. I cut these out. I distressed them. I was going to emboss them, but I didn't want to bring my machines, so I chose not to. Normally I would have taken a few and I would have embossed them. Then the second page is a companion page to that first one, and this My Creative Scrapbook came in one of the kits that I mashed up, so I wanted to use everything I could out of these kits. So this is my prompt is Go to Design the Grid. And I love grids because I love these little bits and pieces that you can put in. It's like I put some string around here. I'd have to glue that down so it doesn't slip. I cut out this little camera from some paper. I used a frame. And then this photo wasn't printing down small enough, so I just printed it long, and it still works in the grid. And, this is a block, but there's still breathing room there. So there's a lot of things you can do with the grid. And then I decided to do the hexagons on that to tie the 2 pages together. So I don't think I can show you them together, but they go well together, but there's their own separate things. So this one, I had no idea what I was going to do. So this was Pagemaps sketch, sorry. So this is a multi-photo album. I'm sorry, a multi-photo page. So what I did is I took pictures of the fall, and I always do this for us. I like to see how the seasons change. So here I am with the trees in the background. The boots came out, the duck boots with the leaves. We're getting wood ready for a fireplace. This is just our backyard. So just kind of fun stuff like this. This is my daughter taking over my husband's barn, and that's the story that's going to go there. It's a bad picture, and that's okay, but it's taken through the window, and that's her working on her homework. And I'm okay with that. Every photo doesn't have to be perfect. So that was my multi-photo. And some of these may repeat themselves, the prompts, because, I have a lot of 2 pages and multi-photo. This one is a hybrid page. So this is the first page, and I knew that I wanted to do this. This is for a full weekend. This one I used stamping as my prompt. So I stamped these leaves out with a Stampin' Up leaf set, and I have the die where I could cut them out, but once again I didn't want to take all that stuff, so I just fussy cut the leaves out and I inked them. And I had this wood veneer round circle, and when I seen the page map with a circle element and I saw the picture in it, I thought, oh, that's going to be perfect. And this is where the race was. It was a day to remember. She did her best time here, one of her best times. So There's that. And then the second page, so this was a long weekend for us. We had a lot of stuff planned. So we went from our cross-country meet, we went right to this food truck challenge that we go to every year. And there's 25 food trucks. We go to the ones that speak to us, and we'll order one item, and then we share it between the three of us. Then we go to the next, and the next. There was a cupcake here too that we didn't take a picture of. We forgot. We ate them. But so, and these are just the three pictures of us at the food truck. And this is my daughter falling asleep on the way home because she was not done for that day yet. So cross country, food truck challenge. Then she had to get ready because it was senior kidnap night. So the juniors come and they pick up the seniors on the cross country team. They all go to dinner. They had an awesome time, drove all over the place, picked everybody up. This is a picture of all of them since, you know, they're high school kids. I didn't want to show their picture. This is a brown paper bag from the food truck challenge, and that's what I used to back my photos. My husband and I, we went to the casino, and this machine just kept paying me. I think I came home with $400, and I said, that's awesome, because I'm taking it to the crop. So that's what I paid for my spa services with. This is my daughter's first date, so I want to talk about that, you know, real date. So she's getting to the point now where she's getting done with her schoolwork, and now she's starting to socialize a little more, which is awesome to see. This is a diagonal, so another go-to design. I love to do the diagonal. Someone I have to give the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, I can't remember her name, but it was an awesome idea. She did her photos, and then she put another photo here. I decided to put a note card here, and these note cards are just for reference because I didn't know what pictures I wanted to do with this layout. So I came across my daughter back to class, and this is her going back to school in 6th grade. So the reason why I have a lot of this pumpkin spice, and I can't remember the other one. It's I Am Family by Laura Whitaker, I believe. But I didn't want to scrap all current photos with them. So, because I didn't want all of them in the same book together. So you'll see me jump around on these because I don't have this type of paper, obviously, in her when she was in 6th grade. And I had some more of these flowers left over because I stamped the whole page, 8.5 by 11 page, I think. So I just added those to them and some stickers. It says 6th grade, and these are the morning of. And then I'll just put the notes there. This is the pattern paper prompt. I'm not even sure the date of this picture, but she's pretty small there, so this might be like kindergarten for her. But we used to lay on the couch, start a fire, start a movie, and just hang out together when she was younger, probably watching The Princesses or something. But this is fussy cut. I fussy cut all these papers out of, so this is a 6 by 12. If you flip it over, and I use the other 6 by 12 side of it to cut out all the flowers. Some enamel dots. I popped these up on dots. I popped these up, and I just love how this page came out. And then I'll journal about how we used to watch The Princesses. So that was fun. This is the sketch. So that one, the last one I showed you, I wasn't sure what I was going to scrap on that one. It was pretty easy though. I knew it was just a 4 by 6 photo. This one, I was unsure of what I wanted to scrap. So when I figured out that I wanted to talk about my daughter's going to get her temporary license, I didn't have really good pictures of it. This is her getting glasses after, and this is her getting her license, going in. And this is her actual license. I washi taped it, obviously, but I made like a little pocket so it can slide in and out because you get to keep that. I washi taped over the parts that, you know, I didn't want anybody to see. And I used this sketch right here. So as you can see, it was a vertical, but when I printed my pictures, these wouldn't work for me because I have a little Canon selfie that I use when I go to a crop because I never know what I want to scrap. And so this was supposed to be like this. So I flipped the sketch and I made it work. And I love the way this came out with the owls. Temporary success because it's her temporary license. And I want to just talk about how we went there after school and, you know, she was nervous and all that stuff. So that was that one. This one is large title. So this one I messed up on. So favorite time of year, 2019. I am scrapping about 2018. But after I finished it all, I was just like, it's okay, because we always decorate the house the same way. This is my favorite time. Christmas is my favorite time of year. And this is my Christmas drink, so I wanted to take a picture of it. Just the winter and fire with the Christmas tree. So it's very subtle. It's just holidays, my favorite time of year. I want to talk about it. These came in a Studio Calico kit. These were awful to work with. I put the rest of them on the free table. I could not get the film off of it. It was messing up my nail trying to get it back, trying to get that film off of it. And there wasn't enough letters. So Studio Calico, if you're listening, you need more letters in those packs because you can't do many titles with them. So I put whatever was left over, I put it on the free table. These are acrylics that came from Studio Calico. The tape came from Studio Calico. Really enjoyed how this turned out though. So this, I knew I was going to do that favorite time of year. So this was going to be my second page to that, and I was going to add photos, which didn't happen because I put the wrong date on it. So I changed gears and I did an event. We went to go see these Magic of Lights. You're supposed to drive through it. We went to go see that last year. This page is an acetate page, so I normally don't use these. And I thought, oh, wow, that would be great just to do as an overlay. So I did an overlay as snow coming down. There are not great pictures of this because it wasn't a great event. Hopefully this year, it was the first year they did it. Hopefully they get better this year. But they did have a fire and we had hot cocoa. And they had, these trees were awesome. That was the best part. But pretty much driving through, it was, you know. Would I do it again? Probably not. I'm going to go look and see if I can find something else. But we were together. We had a great time together and just had a very nice, went to dinner prior to it, which I'll probably put that page over here. Yeah, so, because we like to do like 25 days of the holidays. This one, I had a great idea. So this one is about celebrating. That's one of my prompts. I wanted to celebrate me and my husband. So it did not work. I was going to put a poem down the side of these that talked about us being soulmates and stuff. I loved the page. It was going to be awesome. Until I wrote on my page on these little tiny things. So this is our forever, and you know, it's a picture of us just hanging out at one of my daughter's meets, and this is all it was going to be. So I don't love the page. I don't normally go back and try to fix or re-scrap the page. This one, since it's about celebrating you know, me and my husband, I am going to do that. I'm going to take these off. I'm going to create thicker banners, and I'm going to have those coming off the page. I thought about it on the way home because I was kind of upset that it just didn't come out right. So this will you will probably see this one again redone in one of my kits. I don't know if it'll make it in the next one, but maybe the third one. Then my recipe cards. This is not going to have a picture with it. And I'm going to have my quiche recipe here. And then I'm going to talk about a meal that my daughter and I always eat: avocado, eggs over a English muffin, and about omelets. But there's going to be no picture. I tried taking an egg picture, and it just didn't look good. I mean, I guess I'm not a food photographer yet. So that's that one. And I couldn't figure out the title. I was trying to get a catchy title, so I came up with Getting Eggy. I thought that was kind of cool. So there's that. And then this one, I have to take a picture yet. This is Say Cheese, Please. And my recipe for cheesy potatoes is going to go here. And I always make cheesy potatoes for all the events. But I want to take a picture at Thanksgiving with the family around the table with all the food. And then I'm going to put that right here. So come November, I'll have a picture for that. So that is 15 layouts. So I want to show you what I had left over, which isn't much. So I have this Studio Calico, one second, I'll put that over there, letter sheet, which I did use some. As far as the paper goes, these are the little bits and bobs I put in, just in case I needed to bring that pop of color in. That's the flowers that I cut out, and this is all going in the garbage. Oh, or maybe behind my shelves. No, yeah, just behind my shelves. Okay, so that's all going in the garbage. These are the branding strips. So as you can see, Fall is in the Air, I Love My Family by Laura Whitaker, Simple Stories, Pumpkin Spice. There was one Graphic 45 sheet in there that I used. And there was one other Echo Park. Oh, yeah, Fall Air. So those are going to go in my branding strip stash that I keep. So when I want to do the branding strip prompt, I'll have those. I'm going to keep this December 2017 for my, what is that thing called? December Daily. This is camera sheet that I have left over. I'm not going to throw this out because I can still punch some of those cameras out. I might just punch the cameras out, put them on my desk, and then throw away the scraps. I have that. This is the Graphic 45. I think this is the Laura Whitaker one. This is from a Project Life card I cut off. Here's that. And I'm going to keep these little scraps because I do tuck those in or make like a tag out of them. So, but I'm going to show you in a second what I'm going to do with those little scraps. This is the sheet where I cut the hexagon. So half a sheet with that paper. This is a little bit of yellow. I don't understand this gray stripe, but I may cut it in half, use the yellow, and then I might use that for some border punch or something. I have almost a half sheet of that left over. I have the diagonal. I have a border that I could use as a border strip, and then a square that I cut out. Let me get that out of the way. And then these two pieces of paper, which I knew I wasn't going to use. I'm going to put this all in a stack. And once I finish all these page kits, I'm going to try and create something with them. So I was watching Janet from RTS, who is a wonderful woman who gives me great inspiration and great ideas. I recommend her YouTube station. She was doing a Disney layout, and she's doing a 6x6 paper pad thing. So she said, oh, I went and got my box that I marked Believe with a cut apart, and it was easy to do my layout because it was Disney, and I went and got my box and of all my Disney stuff. So what I'm going to do is I have my Autumn Blessing, and I am going to put these scraps in here because they are seasonal. Oh, I had this whole pack of brads left over. I didn't want to mess with it at the crop. So this is going back in my brad section. I did use a lot of these stickers. Let's see if I can get into them real quick. So I used a lot on there. I used some sayings. I used some of the circles, but not the labels. These are a lot of fall sayings. Oh, maybe I didn't use a lot. Did not use any of the squares. Yeah, those must be the ones that I did not use. And then some leaves and some logs. What I'm going to do with those, I'm going to put them in here because they're fall, right? This ephemera pack, I hardly have anything left over. I mean, how many times can I say you are family, right? I mean, I had so many of those. Family memories, we are family. Hello, friend, I'm going to leave it out, and that pen I'm going to leave out. But, I'm going to leave that together out too. This is chipboard from the winter part, so I'm not going to put that in the fall, obviously. Sticker sheet, this is it. It's all that's left. I'm not going to put it in the fall because I think I can use that for other stuff. Chipboard, didn't use very much of it. Just a little here and there. I'm going to leave this out because I think I can use this portion. I can use all of this, and it's not technically fall based, so I'm going to leave that. I am going to throw that in there, that big hunkin' fall space. And then this sticker sheet I had left over as well. I used the lettering a lot off of it. I thought that was pretty good. But this is what I'm talking about, how it's thankful for you, cherish, forever family. I mean, those are great sayings and sentiments. But when you have 20 of them and you're only doing 15 pages, it gets tough to use them. So, so I might cut this side, put that in the fall box, and then when I'm doing fall layouts, I can just go to this box and I can go through and I can pick my stuff, and it'll just be much easier for me. So thank you, Janet from RTS, for all your inspiration. I hope you enjoyed this video. I do have my second kit reveal coming out tomorrow, and I've already started on some of the pages. So very excited. This is moving me quite along. I'm hoping to do 25 pages in the month of October. So any comments, please leave them below. Any questions, any prompts that you would like to see me do, I'll be more than happy to, try my hand at it. So thank you and have a good day.